Okay, so if we read this problem, this is problem number 1. A double box plot shows the results of a random survey of 40 females and 40 males. So that's the first thing that we want to really acknowledge. There's 40 females and 40 males, so that means altogether there's 80 people. Each person stated the numbers of hours to the nearest half hour he or she spent studying over the week. So we have our two box plots. The question says, based on the box plot, which of the following statements is true? More than 50% of the females, so that's the first box plot, studied for at least 2.5 hours. So we go to 2.5 hours, that's about right here. So it's important to remember that each section is worth 25%. So that means that it says more than 50% of the females studied at least 2.5 hours. Well, actually, it's not more than 50% because that would be all the people over here. That is exactly 50%. So the more than is wrong. Answer choice B. Exactly 25% of the males studied from 1 to 2 hours. So we go from 1 to 2 hours. And it is not exactly 25%. If it was from 1 to 2.5 hours, that would have been exactly 25%. So that is incorrect as well. 10 fewer males studied for 2.5 or more hours than the number of females. So 2.5 or more hours. So if we go to 2.5 or more for females, that's exactly half of the females. So for females, it's exactly 50% or half, and there's 40 of them. So it's 20 females. For 2.5 in males, that is only 25% or 1/4. And 1/4 of 40. So for the males, it was 1/4 of 40, or 40 divided by 4 is 10. So 10 fewer males studied for 2.5 hours, more than the number of females. So is 10 fewer than 20? Yes. Exactly 20 males studied for more than 90 minutes. So we have to figure out what 90 minutes is. Well, there's 60 minutes in an hour, so it's 1.5 hours for more than 1.5 hours. So if I go here, okay, well, 20 would be half, so that would be 50%. Okay, so it would 50%, and this is actually less than 50%. So this is incorrect as well. The correct answer is C. So the important thing here was to remember that each one of these was 25%. And that was the same for the boys as well. And because there are 40 of each, then that means each of these are 10, 10, 10, and 10. 10, 10, 10, and 10. And that would have really helped you with these questions. All right, that's it for question 1. All right, question number 2. During PE class, each student took turns shooting basketballs. The total number of baskets made for each student was recorded on the dot plot. Dot plots. According to the results, which group of students had the highest mean? What was the highest mean? Okay, so first we have to decide what is mean. Well, mean is the average, and you find that by the sum or add all of the numbers, and then you divide that by the number of numbers. So first you got to find the mean for all of them. So if we look at each dot plot, this is 2, this is 4 and 4, which is 8, this is a 5, 5 times 3 is 15, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 times 6 is 36, 7 times 3 is 21, 2 times 8 is 16, and then 1, 9 is 9. So you're going to add up all of these, so 2, 8, 15, 36, 21, 16, and 9. And I'll go ahead and help you. When you add these together, you're going to get 107. Once you get that, you're going to divide it by how many numbers there are. So you're going to count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I'm going to do 107 divided by 18. Now when you divide it by 18, I'm going to go ahead and help you out a little bit with the calculator. It's approximately 5.94. You could have figured that out on your own, okay, which looks pretty close to this one. All right, now let's do this one. So that's 1, 2, that's 2 3s, which is 6, 3 4s, which is 12, 4 5s, which is 20, 4 6s, which is 24, 2 7s, which is 14, 1 8, which is 8. So now I'm going to add those up. 1, 2, 6, 12, 20, 24, 14, 8. When I add those up, I get 87. Then I'm going to divide that by the number of numbers, and when I count it up, it's 18 again. So I have 87 divided by 18. When I divide that, I get approximately 4 8/10. So the one that has the largest mean is the girls' basketball. Okay, so I can eliminate G and H. And then if I look at the means, I have 6.9 or 6.0. Because it's 5.94, it's going to be 6.9. J. So the correct answer for number 2 is J. For this one, you had to know what mean was, and then find the mean, and then you get your answer. Problem number 3. Two car salesmen, Jerry and Alex, each sold 12 cars during the month of July. So for both of these, this is 12. Because they each sold 12. So when we think of that, and if we think about problem number 1, if they each sold 12 cars, this represents the number of cars, but this is also the value of cars in thousands of dollars. Okay, but this is the value. So they sold 12 cars, this is the value, not the number of cars. Based on the double box plot, what is the difference between the median values sold? So the median, we got to remember the median is the middle. The median is represented by the line that is in the center. So for Jerry, the median is 30. And then for Alex, the median is 35. Well, the difference between those, if I do 35 minus 30 equals 5. So A is the answer. Be careful. This is in thousands of dollars. So it's not just 5, it's 5,000. The correct answer is B. A was a distractor factor. So the correct answer to number 3 was B.